Yes, as a real estate agent, I know, it's exciting. Oh, I'm on chapter 15. So chapter 15, in this chapter, preparing a property for a quick sale and a maximum profit, advising clients on what to do and what to skip, helping a home make a great first impression. Chapter 15, getting the house ready for showing. Getting a home ready for the big show is necessary to achieve a sale. The more competitively the home is priced and prepared, the sooner the rigor or showing will end. But the sooner the sale takes place, the sooner your clients can return to their normal routines, except for the little challenge of packing and moving. This chapter helps you guide clients as they transform their homes from how they look most of the time to how they need to look to win attention and positive decisions from prospective buyers. Getting the home ready for pictures and virtual tours first. Most home tours acquire online before they acquire in person because more than 96% of all buyers use the internet to search and review homes, with more than 82% using it frequently to access real estate properties and information. Visual information is essential to selling homes. According to the National Association of Realtors, 52% of buyers found their home online and then contact the listing agent on their own agent. Today's consumers want to understand a home's amenities, feelings, and experiencing the home online before they take time to drive by or tour the home. For a fair number, 37%, and the next step is to gather the family in the car and drive by the home. Potential buyers frequently check out the neighborhood, curb appeal, and condition of the property before contacting an agent. The essential image online. The first rule of online property marketing is pictures, pictures, pictures. A recent study comparing the average number of pictures per listing found that the average listing has fewer than 10 photos. The typical multiple listing service, MLS, allows agents to unload an unlimited number of images for a listing. This means that most agents use a very small portion of the visual impression power that is available when buyers encounter property listings with few photos. They reach one of several conclusions. They don't want to waste their time. If potential buyers can't align their wants and needs with the visual images of the property, they quickly cross it off the list for lack of information. Many buyers think properties are like buses. Another one will be along in a few minutes or days. I'll wait, they say. The property barks at cars. In other words, the property is a dog. Buyers think that if the property is a quality one, the agent will have taken more pictures of it. Their mindset is that something must be wrong. Even if you overcome the hurdle and secure a showing, you know how buyers on your hands who are focused on finding something wrong with the property, you've dug yourself into a hole. The agent is unskilled. Many buyers who search the internet are just beginning their research. They're researching properties for sale while formulating ideas for their move. They may start the search process 6 months or 1 year or even 2 years before they actually move. A large number must sell a home to buy their next home, and they will need an agent. But if you list with limited photos, you demonstrate a lack of basic marketing skills to potential prospects. Their thinking is that if they can't easily get a basic understanding of this property, then any listing you create, including theirs, will encounter the same issues. You have little chance of securing their business in the future. Unlocking secrets to perfect property pics. My advice is to use a professional photographer for all your listings. All listings benefit from the expertise that a professional can offer. A professional can capture just the right image of a positive feature and download something that might turn off a buyer in an online search. Remember, buyers are likely to be looking for ways to cross a property off a list rather than adding it to their list. If you decide to take on the role of photographer, the right props can really enhance a shot. The goal is to make whatever space you're photographing warm and inviting to the viewer. Placing wine and cheese in a kitchen, for example, can say to the buyer, welcome, come relax. Avid props like magazines, fruit, and towels that give the home the lived-in look. Your photographs need to be more like Architectural Digest than Reader's Digest. The laws of lighting. In most cases, the more light whether natural or artificial, the better. The only expectation is light that creates a glare in your lens. Turn on the lights, and if you have dark or shadowy areas and angles, fill in with work lights because lighting is different in each room. Consider shooting different rooms at different times throughout the day. This tasks extra work, time, and effort, but it can improve the pictures and balance the lighting. In my own home, the back gets more light than the front in the morning. The opposite is true later in the day. Think about lighting when taking exterior pictures as well. Most exterior shots of homes look better from an angle rather than dead on. Additionally, you don't want the home to be a backlit because of glare in the lenses. Ideally, the sun should be behind you, shining on the home. In the entire is shadowed, you can take the shot on an overcast day to reduce the shade in the shot. The right angles. Your goal is to create interesting and inviting shots and angles. Try to avoid shooting more than 2 walls in a given room. If you shoot 3 walls, you create a box. When photographing an empty room or home, be sure to combine rooms in a shot or capture the spaciousness of the environment. You're selling the size and openness of the space. Shoot at chest level or even on a stepping stool to show less ceiling in the shot. Creating the right images is an art, not a science. You have to play with the shots on each home you list. Thanks to digital photography, you can take countless photos and easily disregard the ones you don't like. You can never have too many to choose from. Creative photo advancements. Let's face it, some homes, even professional photographers, can't help much. Whether it is a poor condition, has a choppy floor plan, or is filled with dated furniture, or even it's vacant, something makes it a challenge to photograph. One option to jazz up the place is to use a virtual staging service such as Box Brownie, Sidlud, Padskeller. They are experts in taking a boring home and turning it into a fabulous living space. They will enhance photos through professional photo editing, and they can even take a black and white rendering and colorize the sketch to make it inviting and pop off the page. It's hard for an online home shopper to see what the home might feel like when there is zero furniture. So if you're listening to a vacant home, the service can virtually stage the home with a high quality, stylistically connected furniture. Another feature of the service is providing a virtual renovation to your listing. This comes in handy for listings that need some form of renovation. The virtual renovation services create a visual of what the property could become when the dated look is refreshed, a wall is removed, and windows are replaced to bring in more light. If you use the virtual staging or virtual renovation for listing at a minimal, you're required to disclose the information in the agent remarks section of your listing on the MLS. You want at least the agent to know that as they walk into the house, it will look different from the photos. Some agents also add note use of the service in a disclaimer at the end of the public remarks. It would not be right to omit the disclosure in either of these places. Counseling clients on home improvements. Before you counsel owners about home improvements, remember these 2 rules. Never console before you're hired. Too frequently, agents give away their expert counsel during listing presentations in hopes of providing their ability and expertise to sellers. More often than not, though, the sellers simply take the counsel with them when they link up with an agent who is less skillful but promises a cheaper fee. Consistently, counseling should happen only after a client relationship is established. Attorneys don't offer legal advice before their services have been officially retained. Doctors don't diagnose without assurance of compensation. Real estate agents should follow suit. Wait until the listing agreement is signed. After it's signed, begin giving counsel regarding how the owner can achieve a quicker sell or higher price by recommend home improvements and implementing staging advice. Tell the truth. If the sellers need to clean the home, tell them. If they're smokers and the house reeks from cigarettes, or if their pets are choosing odor problems, tell them. Appearances can kill buyer interest. If the home is crowded with too much stuff, say so. If the pink exterior color may cause people to click next on their browser or drive right on by, speak up. Holding your tongue only delays the day of reckoning. What's more, it's easier to be totally frank when you first notice the problem, though only after the listing contract is signed. If you counsel before you gain commitment, you advise may offend the sellers and cost the listing. This is another reason to follow the first rule and get a signature before counsel. Sounds like paperwork's important. I'll see you guys later. Check out my other videos. Bye-bye.